Hey guys, welcome to SuperMarcelWorld. By now, everyone has heard that they're going to reboot the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise again. The beyond mediocre reboot from 2010 never got a sequel, which is probably a good thing, and now the studio decides to start fresh. But the question is, can they do it right this time? The original Nightmare on Elm Street is one of the most beloved horror classics ever, and I don't think anyone will ever be better in the role of Freddy Krueger than Robert Englund was. But this is Hollywood, and Hollywood is all about money. So they will always be trying to make something out of a franchise to make more money. Whether it's a prequel, a sequel, a remake, a reboot, whatever you want to name it, they'll always be trying to do something new to get the cash flowing. We have to accept the fact that over the coming years and decades, other people will play the role of Freddy Krueger. Look at James Bond, Superman, Batman, Jason Voorhees, Sherlock Holmes. There are so many characters who have been played by so many different people. Just look at Dracula. I think Christopher Lee is the best Dracula ever. And he wasn't the first either. Now, I'm not saying anyone will ever be better than Englund. I think that's pretty impossible. But someone else might be good and scary and freaky. Other people will take the role. And some might be bad, but maybe, if we give it a chance, some might actually be good. So now I heard Kevin Bacon has interest in the role. I'd be down for that. I really want to see that. But beyond the casting of Freddy Krueger, it's very important to get the movie right and learn from the mistakes that were made in the 2010 version. Here's what I think they should do. Make it scary! As a kid, I was really afraid of Freddy in part 1. And why? Because you could hardly see him. He was always lurking behind something, or in the shadows, or you could only see his silhouette, but never could you really see him clearly. Even near the ending, he's still lit that way that you can't really make his face out, except for maybe some shiny little details in his face. That's what's scary. Less is more. And what you don't see is scarier than what you do see. It's a simple trick that really works. Get the makeup right. I really didn't like the makeup in the 2010 version. When you look at some interviews or making-ofs, they'll tell you that the reason Haley looked that way was to make him look more like an actual burn victim. More realistic. Why would you make a realistic version when we're talking about a guy that kills you in your dreams? What? I like the original makeup better. I don't care if they call him Pizza Face or whatever. And it doesn't have to be a copy of what has been done before, but you can stay true to it and make it something new and something fresh as well. Maybe what I think would be cool would to have a little bit of bone structure coming through the skin, like it really has burned away at some places where you can see the bone structure. That would be cool. Go nuts! When you're talking about a guy that kills you in your dreams, it opens the door to some very cool possibilities. The dream world. You can do there whatever you want to do as a director or screenwriter. The monster can take different forms and sizes. Whatever he wants to do to scare his victim. Because that's what Freddy does. He uses your own fear against you. Long arms, like a snake, the mirrors coming out of a TV, in the clouds. And this is one of the things I really missed in the 2010 version. It was so basic. It lacked creativity. It just copied some scenes from the original Nightmare. That's it. They should really embrace the fact that Freddy can do whatever he wants, because it's his world. So if you're afraid of spiders and he decides to make this big giant ass spider, Godzilla sized like spider, come at you, he can do that. And I think that would be pretty badass, actually. You can really make some awesome stuff and scenery. Just check out the stuff from the original franchise. Scene with the bus, Freddy's netherworld in New Nightmare, the list goes on and on. What also could be cool to see is if they use the dream powers they introduced in Nightmare 3. Every dreamer has their own power, their own quality in a dream, which they can use against Freddy. I think that's pretty cool. Everyone has their own special ability. What would yours be? I think mine would be... I would be totally like a Superman or something. I would totally kill Freddy off. Definitely. Okay. No, Nancy. Another thing that went terribly wrong in the 2010 version. The role of Nancy. Ugh. There was nothing there that made the original Nancy so strong, so beautiful, and so special. If you would say that the 2010 Nancy was a drug addict, I would believe you. right away. The power and beauty that Heather brought to the role were gone. I didn't care for her at all. I thought she was horrible. If Freddy would have stabbed her, I would have been happy. People already have to accept the fact that their favorite movie maniac is going to be played by someone else, and they have to adjust to that. And don't force them to adjust to a new Nancy as well. I think that would be too much. Just create a whole new character. Could be also a female, a similar character maybe. Just don't give her the name Nancy. Make it something new, make it something special and cool. Creative kills. Something Freddy excels at. Since there are no rules and boundaries for Freddy in the dream world, it's his world, he can do whatever he wants. And he can kill you the way he wants. Possibilities are endless. He can kill you in the most creative and disturbing way. We're talking about someone with a really sick mind. Of course we want to see him use his glove, but do some creative shit. Cameos. Nothing makes fans happier than seeing their beloved franchise honored. Give Robert Englund, Heather Langenkamp, Lisa Wilcox, John Saxon, give all those guys a small role. Make fans happy. It would be awesome to see Robert Englund as some sort of dream therapist or Langenkamp as a high school teacher. I would love to see that stuff. Really. So there you have it. The few necessities I think a new Nightmare needs. It really doesn't sound too complicated, does it? What do you think a new Nightmare needs? Do you have anything to add? Let me know below. Well, that's it for now, fatheads. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked it and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hey, Nancy. No running in the hallway.